Hey guys, it's Arctic Avenger 2 and this is the final race of ULC Season 2. We're here in Brazil today, and in this video I'm going to talk about my whole season. I'm going to talk about my personal experiences throughout the whole season, and of course I'm going to talk about some special details concerning this race here in Brazil. You might be wondering why I'm commentating this video here in English language, because I'm from Germany actually, and I've never done this kind of video before. But you know, in this video I would like to say some things to people in the league and especially the organizers. And you know, I think in Tier 2 there were only 3 German league racers, including me, so it doesn't make really sense to commentate it in German. And as most of you probably prefer English, I don't think the English people can understand German. Anyway, I will try my best and put my thoughts into English words and sentences, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's come to this qualifying lap. It was a 1:10.2 and I was actually quite happy with the lap, I have to say. For sure, I've done this kind of lap before in my original league FRL last season, and I've joined CRL last season in Season 3. I think it was after I think I joined them in Great Britain, so I joined them in Silverstone. And yeah, after I joined CRL in Season 3, I came in 2nd place at the end, very surprising actually. And yes, I think that's it. That's why they asked me to race for them in ULC Championship. You know, I've never heard about ULC before, but as it were only 8 races on a Tuesday, it was alright for me. So it's not too time consuming, and you know, it's just, for me basically it was all about fun. You know, you just race against other guys from other leagues, and the format is absolutely awesome. But let's come to this start of Brazil, the last race of ULC Season 2, and we'll see. We get a very nice start. Dutch Gamers Last, or what is this guy called? Yeah, I think that's the right name. Doesn't have a chance to attack us, and you know, in the first corner they all drive into each other, and there's a huge carnage there. And yeah, from this point I was thinking, oh yes, this is going to be probably an easy race, because you know, we have Northern Dragon behind us, and yeah, you guys would pronounce him or call him Gestirnzinker. In German it is Gestirnzinker. I can say this name is very weird, it doesn't make any sense at all, but yeah, after the first few laps we could open the gap to Gestirnzinker, who's in 2nd place at this time. Northern Dragon did a pit stop, I think 1 lap before me, so I thought he could probably jump us in the pits because he has 1 lap undercut, but actually the gap was 5 or 6 seconds, so we could increase the gap lap per lap for, I would say, half a second or something, so the pace looked very good. And yeah, I came into the pits and changed my tires to the hard ones, the orange ones, the hardest compound in this race here in Brazil. And yeah, at this point of the race I was thinking, okay, you're in P8 now, let's see what the other guys do, especially CRMR, who has been a very competitive player throughout the whole season here in ULC Season 2, Tier 2. And yes, he stayed out till lap 15, we can see. You know, he's right in front of Burnout F1 right now, and CRMR pitted in lap 15, as I said before, and we are behind Burnout F1 right now, our teammate. And I was in this race, this was my only race I was in the party with him, and I found out that it does help quite a lot if you are in the party with your teammate. You know, I've never been in the party with one of the CRL guys before, and it is quite a disadvantage if you are not in the party, because you know, in some cases you do not know when your teammate does pit, You know, in this case here right now, lap 18 of 36, you know, I could tell him, okay, I'm on fresher tires, let me pass on the straight. And this is what he said to me too, just pass me with DRS on the straight. And this is the only thing that makes sense right now. So yeah, we just did it, and you know, Burnout F1 could even gain some time on track behind me, because he somehow managed to stay in my slipstream and my DRS window. So yeah, that was quite advantageable for him. And as we can see right now, we are on P2 behind King Liam right now, and King Liam pitted a few laps after that. So at this point, at least, I knew, okay, these guys are going to go for a one-stop strategy. And as we can see, lap 24 of 36, I did a huge mistake. You know, just 1 second I didn't concentrate in the first corner, and yeah, it happens very fast. You know, if you drive without traction control, this is one thing I have to say on many tracks throughout the season here, and you will see, I have to say the traction control is quite a huge advantage. So I would say the track choice was not perfect, but you know, you just have to deal with it. But you know, in this case, I lost my rear, and it cost me almost 3 seconds, and this is why I lose huge time here on track. You know, without those 3 seconds lost, I would have been on P2 right now, in front of my teammates. So I came out of the pits and I was in P5, and yeah, this was very bad actually, because you know, I couldn't use my fresh medium tires right now, because I was stuck behind CRMR, who yeah, is stuck behind Warden 99, and I think in front of them is my teammate Burnout F1. So this was not optimal, but I thought, okay, still 11 laps to go. Let's see what we can do. But as we can see down left on the little small track map, we can see King Liam is somewhere. We just can't see him right now. So I was thinking about, how did this guy manage to be so far ahead? You know, I thought he was on a one-stop strategy too, and he is, I would say, 10 seconds or something in front of Burnout F1. So yeah, I thought, okay, I think this guy isn't possible to catch anymore. So yeah, I just managed to stay behind CRMR, and I was looking for a gap to attack him. But this wasn't as easy as I thought, because somehow on the straights it didn't give me... Ooh, and this is the first attempt to attack CRMR, but we can see CRMR is on the inside and defends his position quite well. The next corner is a right corner, and we are on the inside, but we leave him enough space on the outside to accelerate earlier, and yeah, that is a missed opportunity to overtake him. So what did I say before? Here on the straights we can see we are in the slipstream, and I just don't get closer to him. And even with the DRS, I don't get closer to him. So we can see Warren is in the pits right now, but you know, I didn't know whether this kind of problem was caused due to a slipstream glitch, or was it just CRMR having a much lower wing. So downforce, I was on 7.6 wings in this race. If CRMR is watching this video, probably you could just write it into the comments below which kind of wing you chose. But I had no possibility to overtake CRMR on the straights. Even with the DRS, it was just not possible. And as we can see, you know, just in this right corner we get very close, but on the straights with slipstream and DRS we don't gain anything. So this could be one indicator for CRMR having a much lower wing, or it is just the combined facts that slipstream glitch is there in this race, and CRMR has a lower wing. So this would be RIP for me in this race. So you know, we see it again, lap 27 or 36, we don't gain anything on CRMR. I don't even know whether he has a slipstream, I don't think so, or DRS, I don't know, but you know, in lap 28 we are much closer and we don't gain anything at all again. So yeah, and we can see his rear wing isn't open, so he doesn't have DRS at this point, and we are just not able to overtake him. So yeah, you know, my only opportunity to overtake CRMR was to try it in the middle sector with my higher possible wings, and this was the long right corner right after this corner here. The next right corner is the only opportunity to overtake him, but as we can see, lap 30 or 36 we are again in the slipstream and DRS, and we can just don't make anything. So I was thinking, okay, if we can just overtake him somehow, we could possibly attack or close the gap to Burnout F1, who is on very old medium, no, not medium tires, hard tires. You know, he's not quite far ahead, but you know, if we can't manage to overtake CRMR here, I tried desperately here in the left corner, but it just didn't work out. So yeah, we can see we are very close to CRMR right now. And you know, I knew if I get this right corner very quick and I can step on the gas very early, I could just probably kind of dive bomb here, and yeah, we managed to do the move. But you know, in my point of view, it looked like we kind of pushed CRMR a bit wide there. But he didn't complain after the race, and you know, this was my only opportunity to get this move done. So I think it was alright. You know, I was thinking about letting him pass again, but I didn't do it. And there, as we can see, safety car came out right after my move, and as we can see, Burnout F1 comes into the pits, CRMR comes into the pits. The only guys that stayed out from the front pack was me and King Liam, and I think this could have been probably the wrong decision, but because you know, it's despite it's only 2 or 1 lap to race after the safety car comes into the pits again, it's just a huge advantage compared to the fresh soft tires and the medium tires, which are quite worn at this stage. And as we can see, we crash into King Liam's rear, and this destroys our left front wing. This was very unfortunate, you know. The gap between King Liam and me was very huge, and somehow he parked on the straight at the end of the straight, and I just couldn't evade him. So I was pretty annoyed about that, because you know, I knew now the second place is lost, at least because Burnout F1 is going to jump us right after the first lap after the end of the safety car. And as we can see, this is the restart of the race. We are right behind King Liam, and Burnout F1 is behind me, but we can see Burnout is much quicker on the straights, and I just thought, okay, just give him the space to overtake me, and we slightly touched his rear there. This was not very nice, but yeah, as we can see, the gap to Burnout F1 and me is quite huge right now, and as we can see, Surprise Me is on 4th place. Overtaking us on the left side and on the right side is Warden 99, and this was very close, but I braked early enough to avoid contact there, and this way it was a very nice move done by Warren and Surprise Me. I knew I have a huge disadvantage, especially in the corners, but I tried to manage to stay behind Warden 99, and somehow tried to manage to stay ahead of CRMR, but as we can see, this is going to be very difficult here. You know, we have much understeer here in the left corner, and as we can see right now, CRMR on the fresh soft tires is accelerating much earlier and much better. It does have much better traction, and we can just don't do anything at all. We can see Warden is pulling away from us, CRMR is on the inside, and I was not going to do anything that would hurt CRMR here on the left hand side. Just let him go, because we cannot do anything with our damaged front wing, and as we can see here in the acceleration zone after the Senna S, it's just awful, you know. And I was thinking about, oh my god, why did I crash into King Liam, you know? It was just so unnecessary. But you know, things happen, sometimes you cannot do anything about it, and it was just very unfortunate in my opinion. And as we can see, we've been dropped down to 8th position right now, and we were on 2nd position after the safety car restart. And yeah, this again shows that, you know, it probably was the wrong decision to not pit, but if I pitted, you know, I would have lost time behind Burnout F1 as he was right in front of me. So we just stayed out and took the risk, took the opportunity to probably get the move done against King Liam after the safety car. But after we damaged our front wing, it was over before it began. So yeah, you know, I did my best to stay behind these guys here, and this was of course not what I wanted to happen, but you know, unfortunately it happened. And at the end, you know, 4th place is not too bad, but I thought to end, or I was hoping to end the race a bit more on the front, but you know, at the end it was alright. So yeah, let's take a look at the table for Season 2 Tier 2 ULC Championship, and as we can see, CRMR is the champion of Season 2 Tier 2 in ULC Season 2, so very well deserved win for him, congrats at this point. And as we can see, we came into 2nd position, and actually I'm very pleased with the result because you know, we did not start in Italy. We had some very unfortunate races, especially in Bahrain. In Belgium was a bit unfortunate too, and the race in Austria was cancelled, although Austria is one of my best tracks in the game, so I think we could have managed to get a very good position there. But anyway, as I said, I'm very pleased with the result. Congrats to the other teams, especially STS, who has been absolutely dominant, I would say, throughout Tier 1 and Tier 2. So very deserved first place for them. And yeah, thank you to the organizers for this season here in ULC. As I said at the beginning of the video, this format is very nice for me. Actually, it was a pleasure to drive for CRL, so thank you to CRL. And I would also say thank you to all the people who made the live stream possible and live commentated the videos. You know, after each race I directly went into Twitch and watched the race again, and it was very entertaining, I have to say. And you know, all the effort put into this league, it was just very well organized in my opinion, and overall I would say the season has been great fun for me, and I hope for you guys who were watching all the races too. Again, thank you to all the organizers. I would be definitely competing in another ULC season whenever it starts, but probably I will start for another team. So yeah, this could be very interesting. I will try to put my original league from Germany, FRL, into the ULC format. I think it will work because there are also some very competitive drivers. And yeah, I am very looking forward to the next season in ULC. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video and do not complain too much about my language. But yeah, at the end, thank you and see you next time. Goodbye.